Here's your village's forecast from the VNN Weather Team, presented by Sunshine Air Conditioning and Electrical. Here's meteorologist Ashley Baylor.
Get ready for another hot and sticky day. We're just trying to make our way through the week here. I think most of us are hoping that there is some relief in sight, and I'm here to be the bearer of bad news that there really isn't much relief in sight. I'm holding out hope for maybe next week, but we still have a few days to get through first. Let's talk about your Wednesday, where temperatures are going to be in the mid-90s heading into the afternoon. And as I said before, with that high humidity, with those dew points in the mid-70s, it is going to feel right around 105. Now, we go into the afternoon with the chance for a stray shower or thunderstorm, but at this point it looks like most of the day will be dry with a mix of sun and clouds. As we go through Wednesday night, certainly no relief there. Keep those fans and air conditioners going, as it is going to stay mild. It is going to stay muggy with temperatures only bottoming out in the mid-70s. Not much changes for Thursday. Thursday highs are going to be back in the mid-90s. That heat index around 107. We could see a few pop-up thunder showers going into the afternoon, which would be welcome for two reasons. Number one, we can help green up TK's lawn. But also, when we do get those downpours, it does temporarily cool the air. Unfortunately, it just doesn't bring down the humidity, but it's better than no downpour at all. Now, let's give you a breakdown of the temperatures, the dew points, and what it will feel like when you step out the door. So between Wednesday and Thursday, temperatures are going to be in the mid-90s. Those dew points are going to be in the mid-70s. So that'll put the heat index right around 105 to 107. And it gets that little bit worse going into the upcoming weekend. You can see on Saturday, the high is expected to be around 96 degrees, that dew point around 75. So that'll put the heat index near 108. Now, the dew point can fluctuate a little bit throughout the day. It may squeak up to 76 at times, and that would put the heat index closer to 109, possibly even 110. So the bottom line when you're looking at something like this really means you do need to take care of yourselves and take care of your pets on these very hot, steamy, scorching, sizzling, searing hot days, whatever adjective you want to choose. Now, when you are outdoors, especially if you're going to be out on the golf course or out on the pickleball court and you're doing some of those strenuous activities, what we need to be watching for is the signs of heat exhaustion or even potentially heat stroke. So here's a breakdown of the difference. Heat exhaustion, that's when you start to feel faint, you feel dizzy, you start to sweat excessively, you might get a rapid weak pulse and muscle cramps. So again, those are signs of heat exhaustion. So what you need to do is you need to get a really cool drink of water, get into a cooler air conditioned place if you can get into your car where there's AC, or if you can hop into a store where there's AC. Take a cold shower if you can, or at the very least use a cold compress. So that should help with the heat exhaustion, because what we don't want to do is have that develop into heat stroke. Signs of heat stroke: you get a throbbing headache and you actually stop sweating. That's the initial sign. You actually get so hot you stop sweating and your body temperature rises over to 103. So if your skin is really hot to the touch, yes, that is a problem. You will start to get a rapid, strong pulse. And if you exhibit any of these symptoms, make sure that you call 911. You get to medical emergency services as quick as you possibly can. All right, let's check out your 7-day forecast where, as I said, not much relief in sight. Temperatures are going to be screaming into the mid-90s right through Saturday to Sunday, all the way into next Monday. And between that time, that heat index is going to range between 105 to 110. And we don't even get any relief going through the overnight hours. Those overnight lows are going to be in the mid to even upper 70s. Now, as I said, I'm holding out hope as we get into next week, specifically on Tuesday, that we might see temperatures come back to 90 degrees. But that's still 7 days out. Things can change between now and then. So in between now and then, make sure you keep up to date with us right here on VNN. Tune your radios to WVLG and check us out in the Village's Daily Sun.
Thanks for watching Meteorologist Ashley Baylor, presented by Sunshine Air Conditioning and Electrical.